Recording in progress.
This is Jazz Haven, broadcasting live from studios in downtown New Haven, Connecticut, and on the web at newhavenindependent.org, at WNHHLP, and the jazz station WETFLP, South Bend, Indiana, streaming at Jazz Radio WETF.org. And you're with Stan, the man with the jazz.
When my man gets mad, he growls. He says, "What are you doing? Where you been? Where you going? When did you come in? Is my bath ready? Did you turn the water on? Oh, sometimes I wish I was gone. But he handles my affairs, and that takes a real good man. I'm talking about Growling Dan. Why? Growling Dan? Why? Growling Dan?
Growling Dan. That's Cecile McLaurin Salvant. And that's off her recording from 2015 for One to Love on the Mac Avenue label. And Cecile McLaurin Salvant will be here this week. More about that on the jazz calendar. And we started Jazz Haven with Norwalk pianist, Horace Silver from a 1959 recording, Blowing the Blues Away. That's on the Blue Note label. The tune we heard was the St. Vitus Dance. That's his composition with Blue Mitchell there on the trumpet, Junior Cook tenor sax, Gene Taylor bass, and Louis Hayes on the drums. And Horace Silver was one of the sort of pioneers in the hard bop genre of jazz back in the mid-century, early 50s. And he left quite a mark. Coming up today on Jazz Haven, we have the Jazz Haven Jazz Calendar. We have new music from Connecticut musicians Christian Sands and Brian Charette and Abina Kumson Davis. But first, there's a new #1 jazz recording in the USA this week. It's from 80-year-old pianist George Cables. I Hear Echoes.
sunrise, the light of love comes stealing into a newborn day. Flaming with all the glow of sunrise, a burning kiss is sealing a vow that all betrayed. For the passions that thrill love and lead you high to heaven are the passions that kill love and let it fall to hell. So ends each story softly as in an evening sunset. The light that gave you glory will take it all away. So ba do ya do ba do ya do da do 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 ya do da ba do ya do da da ba do 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 da ba do da ba ya da da. So do 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 ba ya da do 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 ya do ba ya do ba ya da do ba do do get do day do ya do day do do da. So do 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 you do da. So do you do but do 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 do. So do we da 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 da. So do ya do 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 so as it fades away. And lead you high to heaven are the passions that kill love and let it fall to hell. So end these stories softly as in an evening sunset. The light that gave you glory will take it all away. You know you'll take it all away. It's gonna take it all away. It's gonna take it all away.
That's a new one from Abina Tecumseh Davis. And it's all in the family there with Stevie D, Steve Davis on the trombone, Rick Germanson piano, Nat Reeves bass, Willie Jones III on the drums. A lot of Connecticut musicians on that set. Softly as in a morning sunrise. And the name of the recording is Where Is Love? And we started that set with the #1 jazz recording in the USA this week. Pianist George Cables off his recording, I Hear Echoes. And we heard his composition, Echoes. Essie there on the bass. Jerome Jennings was the drummer. New releases, locals, vocals, the masters, and the classics. Right here on Jazz Haven at WNHHLP New Haven. Streaming worldwide at newhavenindependent.org. And at Jazz Radio, WETF.org. The jazz station, that's WETF-LP, South Bend, Indiana. Jazz all day and all night. Have you checked out the February issue of Downbeat magazine? The last two pieces we played are by the musicians. That there are two articles in there about Connecticut musicians. One being Brian Charette, master of the Hammond B3 organ. Local musician, Meriden, Connecticut, and internationally known. The tune we heard was 6:30 in the morning, a tune composed by Jack McDuff, brother Jack McDuff, and his entire album, it's called You Don't Know Jack, is about brother Jack McDuff. And the article in Downbeat is about that. It's about Brian Charette's Jack McDuff homage. And that's on the Cellar Music label. He's there with Corey Weeds on the tenor sax, Dave Sekula guitar, and John Lee on the drums. Need to check that out. And there's also an article about West Hartford alto saxophonist Alexa Tarantino. And we heard her open up the set with her 2019 recording, Winds of Change on the Positone label. And we heard her composition, Breeze. She had New Haven pianist Christian Sands there, Joe Martin on the bass, Rudy Royston on the drums, Nick Fenzer, trombone. And she has accomplished quite a bit here. She is now a member of the Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra under the direction of Wynton Marsalis. And she is the first female full-time member of that orchestra. And she replaces alto saxophonist Ted Nash, who actually has been a mentor for her since her days at West Hartford High School. So check out good articles about both of those Connecticut musicians. And Alexa also plays flute in addition to the alto saxophone. The Jazz Haven Jazz Calendar is a quick rundown of some of the jazz in the area this week. It's Wednesday, January 22nd, and Alan Lowe and the All-Stars are at the Best Video Film and Cultural Center in Hamden tonight. And it all starts at 7 p.m. And each and every Wednesday at the Owl Shop Cigar Lounge and Bar in downtown New Haven, it's Kevin St. James and his quintet. They play from 9 until midnight. No cover. NMCC. No music cover charge. And then on Friday, January 24th, join jazz historian and curator Frank Cochran at the Institute Library in downtown New Haven, beginning at 5:15 p.m. These are the sessions where listening sessions where you can check out some great sounding vinyl recordings. Featured this Friday is tenor saxophonist, composer, and band leader Dexter Gordon. And he's also an actor. He was in the movie Round Midnight, came out I think in 1986, and that movie won an Oscar for Best Music. And all of that went to Herbie Hancock, who was in the movie and composed the music. Well, enough about that. Go to the Institute Library, Friday, January 24th, 5:15 p.m. The music of Dexter Gordon on vinyl. And this weekend up at Connecticut's premier jazz spot, the Side Door Jazz Club at the Old Lime Inn, for 2 nights, Friday and Saturday night, pianist Jeff Fuller and his trio. Music starts at 8 p.m., which is the new show time now, both nights, 8 p.m. And on Saturday, January 25th, singer, composer, visual artist, and storyteller Cecile McLaurin-Salvant is at Yale University as part of the 12th Annual Jazz Festival presented by the Yale Undergraduate Jazz Collective. She performs on Saturday at 7:30 p.m., and unfortunately, it was sold out. How you can sell out something that's for free, I'll tell you about it. You have to register. So the registrations they have at this point fill the room. So they do have a waiting list. So that's encouraging. And there are people who can't make it. I'm sure they'll notify them, and there should be some seats available. It's free. You must register for the performance. Also on Saturday, it's the historic Jazz Jam at Cafe 9, downtown New Haven, from 4 to 7 p.m. All musicians are welcome to sit in after the first set. NMCC. And finally on Monday, it's Pat Todd's Tuxedo Junction, 17-piece big band, Guilford at the VFW Hall, beginning at 7 p.m. NMCC. That concludes the jazz calendar for this week. Go to jazzhaven.org for the complete calendar and updates. So check out some jazz this week. It's America's only original art form. New from Christian Sand.
you seen? Could there be eyes like yours? Could there be lips like yours? Could there be smiles like yours? Honest and truly, you stepped out of a cloud, and I wanna take you away from the crowd and have you all to myself, alone in a park, out of a dream, safe in my heart. Safe. Out of a cloud, and I wanna take you away from the crowd and have you all to myself, alone in a park, out of a dream, safe in
Stepped Out of a Dream, Samara Joy from her latest Portrait on the Verve record label. And we opened up the set with pianist Christian Sands off his latest Embracing Dawn. That's on Mack Avenue. And tune was Ain't That the Same? Christian Sands composition. Yasushi Nakamura on the bass, Ryan Sands on the drums, Marvin Sewell on guitar. We want to thank you for tuning in to Jazz Haven, broadcasting from our beautiful downtown New Haven studios, streaming at newhavenindependent.org, and the jazz station WETF LP, South Bend, Indiana. Streaming at Jazz Radio, WETF.org. And it's been a pleasure for me to be your host here, Stan the Man, at your service. We hope you've enjoyed the music. We've had a great time playing it, and we look forward to the next time. And we'll see you on the radio. Taking us home is a brand new release from Stevie D. Trombonist Steve Davis and his sextet off their latest release, We See, and it's on the Smoke Sessions label. He's got Eddie Henderson on the trumpet, Ralph Moore plays the tenor sax, Renee Rosnes on piano, Esliott bass, and Lewis Nash on the drums. We're going to hear a tune that we actually played earlier because it's the theme for Jazz Haven. We play it every time we come on. It's Miles Davis, All Blues. This is Steve Davis, All Blues.